Welcome to News Today. This document is by Vision IS and for 25th July 2025. The first topic is Parliamentary Panel suggests measures for promotion of natural and organic farming. Parliamentary Estimates Committee of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare presented a report on promotion of climate resilient agriculture, natural and organic farming through Krishi Vigyan Kendras. Here the topic is all about climate resilient agriculture. In that it includes this natural and organic farming as we all know. And this report highlighted farmer income concerns, implementation gaps, and staff shortages are undermining the sustainability of natural and climate resilient farming. When it comes to this climate resilient agriculture, you should remember this committee, which is PC Gadigaudar committee. They have come up with this report on this promotion of climate resilient agriculture. Very recent report, and they have suggested so many things in this regard. Please go through this committee, PC Gadigaudar. And what are the key observations and recommendations of the committee? We are talking about is this Parliamentary Estimates Committee. See, financial allocation, limited budget is a problem. Slow adoption of new seed varieties another problem. Lack of awareness among farmers about certifications. Lack of robust and expanded support system to shift from conventional agriculture to organic farming. And widespread and irresponsible use of pesticides. These are the problems identified by this estimates committee, and these are the recommendations. If you see, if the problem is limited budget, what will be the solution? More budget allocation. Like that only, it will be easy to understand. What are the recommendations? Sustainable increase in funding for national innovations in climate resilient agriculture, NICRA, you can call it. PC Gadigaudar committee, you should remember in this manner. Adoption of phased and rotational approach to extend climate adoption support to all vulnerable districts, rotational approach, and strengthening market linkages and developing premium pricing mechanism for natural produce. Market linkages is this backward linkages and forward linkages, input and output. These linkages must be strengthened, and premium pricing must be given for this natural produce. Otherwise, it won't be an incentive for the farmer to go for organic or natural cultivation. And next one, decentralized seed hubs must be there, and promotion of seed village program, increase coordination between ICAR, state governments and seed companies to streamline the process. And also here lack of awareness among farmers about certifications. So what can be done? Unified organic label for both national program for organic production NPOP and also PGS India. PGS India is a system for certification of organic products, participatory guarantee system. For that also there is a need of this unified organic label. And the next one is lack of robust and expanded support systems to shift from conventional to organic farming. Increase the direct financial incentives through DBT only, that can be improved. And also irresponsible use of pesticides, that can be addressed through this adoption of biological pest management technologies developed by ICAR and NBAIR, National Bureau of Agriculture Insect Resources, as a sustainable alternative to chemical pesticides. That's about the topic. It's nothing so much important, but it is important from mains perspective. And second topic is Department of Telecommunications releases Draft National Telecom Policy 2025. NTP 2025 seeks to build upon the progress made under National Digital Communication Policy 2018. It is building upon this only. We are trying to come up with this National Telecom Policy 2025. It's in the draft stage only. But what about this NTP 2025? To transform India into a digitally empowered economy. Is it not so? Obviously, it's very logical. What are the aims and objectives here? Ensure universal and meaningful connectivity for all. It's just not having a connectivity, but it has to be, the bandwidth has to be good, latency has to be addressed, like that. A meaningful connectivity for all. And also we are trying to double contribution of telecommunication sectors to India's GDP. What is the investment here? Attract 1 lakh crore rupees annual infrastructure investment, and with that we can create this 1 million new jobs, and also we can upskill or reskill 1 million workers. Skill India program can also be enhanced in this direction. And secure critical telecom infrastructure. We have to secure this critical infrastructure as well with quantum resistance cryptography. And sustainability cut sectors carbon footprint by 30%. Now come back to this point. Quantum resistant cryptography is useful for securing telecom infrastructure. Then what is this quantum resistant cryptography? Quantum resistant cryptography, also known as post quantum cryptography, refers to cryptographic algorithms designed to be secure against attack from both classical and quantum computers. Both classical as well as quantum computers, both are vulnerable to threats. And to secure it from this quantum computing threats also, we have to come up with this quantum resistant cryptography. You don't have to go into details. There are two types of this quantum resistant cryptography. All those are very technical in nature that we need not to know, but you should understand that quantum computing is also prone to threats, and for that we need to secure it with this quantum resistant cryptography. Okay, right. And what is the mission here? Universal and meaningful connectivity, as we already discussed. Innovation is something. Domestic manufacturing, secure trusted telecom network, ease of living and ease of doing business, sustainable telecom. All these are very easy to understand. And this NTP 2025, it addresses emerging challenges by next generation technologies. What are these next generation technologies? 5G, 6G, artificial intelligence, IoT, quantum communication, satellite networks, and blockchain. Okay, it positions India to become nation of choice for telecom technology under the vision of Bharat, a telecom product nation. This can be your conclusion. Bharat, a telecom product nation. Next, study reveals that coral cover in Lakshadweep saw 50% reduction in 24 years. So, in last 24 years, coral population in Lakshadweep has gone down by 50%, 50. First of all, let us see where are these coral reefs in India. There are four major coral reef areas: Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep, Gulf of Kutch is one somewhere, and Gulf of Mannar, Pak Bay, and also found in Malwan, Maharashtra. So out of these four, and last one is fifth one. In small scale, it is found in Maharashtra, Malwan as well. So let us see the diagram here. Map: Andaman, Nicobar, Gulf of Mannar, Lakshadweep, Gulf of Kutch, and Malwan, Maharashtra. All these are the areas where corals have been found in India. So the study raised concerns about sustainability of corals across the Lakshadweep archipelago, Agati, Kadmat, and Kavarati, that cluster of Lakshadweep area. There is a concern about the sustainability of corals. Then what are the reasons for this coral depletion? And then we'll come to this highlights of the study. What are the reasons for coral depletion? Marine heat wave, increase in temperature. See, marine heat wave is nothing but increase in the heat. If heat is increased, what will happen? Coral bleaching will happen, because corals will only thrive at a temperature of 23 to 29 degrees centigrade. That is very crucial, optimal range of temperature. So with the marine heat waves, what will happen? Bleaching will occur due to high heat stress. And runoff and pollution is another problem. Storm generated precipitation can rapidly dilute ocean water, which can bleach near shore corals. So if storm comes, storm in the sense rain or somewhere something, it comes and it will dilute the ocean water. If it dilutes the ocean water, what will happen to the salinity? Salinity is reduced. Appropriate amount of salinity is required for the proper osmosis between zooxanthellae and coral polyps. If that balance is reduced because of this low salinity, the osmosis is also very low. It ultimately leads to what? There is no exchange between this zooxanthellae and coral polyps. So generally the die off and bleaching will occur. That is a problem with the runoff and pollution. Pollution also, like what does it do? It stops sun rays to reach this coral polyps, which is essential for photosynthesis. That is one reason. And extreme low tides is another problem. Exposure to air during extreme low tides can cause bleaching in shallow corals. For example, this is the ocean, this is the land. Shallow corals are where present near the coast only, which are not so much in depth, which are near the shore itself. Those are called as shallow corals. If we have a low tide in the sense the sea will recede back to the ocean direction. It means that these coral polyps are exposed to open air. So what will happen? Exposed to air, it means that direct sunlight will be falling on corals. That is not good, because corals are supposed to be underwater, and they are supposed to take oxygen from the water itself through gas exchanges. So no oxygen exchange directly from the air is happening. So that is why extreme low tides are also impacting bleaching, coral bleaching. Other problems includes overexposure to sunlight, El Nino, shifting ocean currents, sedimentation. All this will impact coral population. Why? Because all these reasons will impact the optimal conditions for coral formation. For example, temperature is 23 to 29 degrees optimal. What is the depth? Less than 50 meters only. Less than 50 meters, which means shallow coral. And salinity requires stable salinity levels for reef health, and water clarity must be there. No pollution. Water clarity must be there. And what is the substrate? Hard substrates like volcanic rocks provide attachment base. To that basis, this coral polyps attach, and zooxanthellae will come. Symbiotic relation will take place, and they will exchange the things in between them. What are the importance of corals? It is home to important filter feeders. They act as filters. They filter the toxins, contaminants, and all. Support diverse ecosystem. This point is extremely good and important. Corals cover only 1% of the world's ocean, but provide habitat for at least 25% of world's marine life. Yeah, other problems includes this tourism, recreation. These are actually not problems, but actually potential. Tourism, recreation, fishing, source of oxygen, help in drug development, etc. And what are the key highlights of the study about this coral depletion up to 50%? Reduced recovery rates. 50% reduced in 24 years was due to reduced recovery rates. Generally, if the population is reduced, it will recover back in few certain time period. That reduced recovery rates lead to the depletion of 50%. That's what here they are trying to mention. Major effects: corals declined and recovered from three major El Nino Enzo events. Three major Enzo events have happened, and because of that, coral bleaching happened in India in 1998, 2010, and 2016. 1998 is a great event that is related to this coral bleaching, and we recovered from that, and after that 2010 and 2016. This is about coral reefs. And next one is National Cooperation Policy 2025, unveiled by Union Minister of Cooperation. NCP 2025 is the second policy of the cooperative sector after 2002, with the vision of Sahakar se Samriddhi. Sahakar se Samriddhi means prosperity through cooperation. We get prosperity only through cooperation. That's what they are trying to say here. Sahakar se Samriddhi. What are the aim, mission? You can simply guess this part. And what are the objectives? This you need to understand. What are the objectives? Establishment of at least one cooperative unit in every village, and 5 model cooperative village in every tehsil or mandal. We need to have 5 model cooperative villages, and at least one cooperative unit in every village. Tripling the cooperative sector's GDP. In the previous topic, telecom, we are trying to double. Here in cooperative, we are trying to triple the cooperative sector's GDP contribution by 2034. Increasing the number of cooperative societies by 30% from current 8.3 lakhs. So total we have approximately 8.3 lakh cooperatives. That is a data you can pick from this topic and use it in your introduction to your mains answer. That mains question must be related to cooperatives, then it will be meaningful. So we're trying to increase it by 30%. You can quote this also in your answer, that we are trying to increase it by 30%. And expansion into new sectors such as tourism, insurance, taxi service, green energy, and legal reforms every 10 years to keep up relevant and updated. That is also very good point. Cluster and monitoring system, that is good one, generic only. Significance of cooperative sector, you can guess it, right? If we have cooperative sector in different regions, rural development can be seen, farmers development can be seen, others, Jan Aushadhi Kendras, common service centers, PM Kusum, women welfare, all these things, credit and banking such as this SHGs. It's very much intuitive to understand. And also this strategic pillar for cooperative growth. Let us, I want to convey one point here. What are the strategic pillars for cooperative growth? For a cooperative to grow, these are the pillars. Foundational institutions must be there: vibrancy, future preparedness, inclusivity, sector diversification, youth engagement. So these are the points not only applicable for cooperative growth, for also agricultural growth, industrial growth, or be that as it may, take any topic, it will be useful here. Even for AI growth also, foundational institution has to be there, vibrancy, innovation must be there, future preparedness, inclusivity, sector diversification, youth engagement. So here strategic pillars, all the strategic pillars are not just for cooperative growth, but for every topic under UPSC syllabus, whatever it might be. All these points are useful. It means that it is very generic. Next, India UK Vision 2035. So, India is having some vision, UK is having some vision. This vision is not visionized nor myopic or hypermetropia, but we are having a vision that we are going to have a good relations to Vision 2035. It's a long-term strategic roadmap till 2035. It will replace the roadmap 2030, guiding towards a brisk partnership. What is this brisk? Business, research, innovation, science and technology, and knowledge. It's a very good keyword to remember. And what are the pillars of cooperation in Vision 2035? Trade and economic growth. For that, we signed this CETA and BIT. We also signed TEPA with the European Union, that organization where Switzerland, Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein, all these were the part of it. We already discussed in the 3 days ago. And now with the UK, we have the CETA and bilateral investment treaty. And also defense security, we have jet engine advanced core technologies. Electric propulsion is one thing we are trying to develop both. And the strategic convergence on India Pacific and Indian Ocean region, because UK also have some islands in Indian Ocean region. And climate and clean energy, both are collaborating through this grid transformation and offshore winds. Education and people to peer people ties, efforts to establish UK university campuses in India, that will help in addressing the brain drain problem. And multilateral cooperation, this is good one. So UK and India are on the same lines regarding this UNSC reforms, and also reforms of other organizations such as WTO, WHO, IMF, and World Bank. It means that India is trying to bid for permanent seat in UNSC, right? UNSC. So here UK is also supporting India in that regard. It's a really good point here. And what about this India UK relation? India's trade surplus with UK. It means that we are exporting more to UK than we are importing from UK to India. So what is the total bilateral trade? $39.7 billion. Sorry, 39.7 billion pounds, and India exports 23.1 billion pounds. Institutional mechanism, all these things we can have, we can go through it. And this one is important: investment statistics. UK is the sixth largest FDI source. Yeah, FDI is very important for a country. So UK is the sixth largest FDI source. Joint defense exercises, please have a note. We have this Navy exercise, Air Force exercise, and also Army. In the water we have Konkan, of course Konkan. And in the Air Force we have exercise Cobra Warrior. And for this Army we have Ajaya Warrior. Please try to remember. For Navy we have Konkan, that is easily understandable. For Air Force we have Cobra. Yeah, just imagine a snake flying in the sky, Cobra Warrior. And exercise Ajaya Warrior, Army. Army we need Ajaya, right? Like that you can remember. And out of these we have to focus on this CETA in the next topic. Okay, India United Kingdom sign comprehensive economic trade and agreement and trade agreement. This is really important. Sorry for that. CETA project is projected to double the bilateral trade to 120 billion dollars to it is trying to double to 120 billion dollars from present 60 billion dollars by 2030. Here we looked at pounds. It is being converted to dollars here, so don't get confused. So actually bilateral trade is at $60 billion as of now. We're trying to double it to $120. That's about it. And what are the key changes that we have brought with the CETA? Tariff elimination, elimination of tariff on 99% of Indian tariff lines, and reduces tariff on 90% of UK tariff lines. Sectoral gains for India, sectoral gains for UK. Let us try to see. Labor intensive sectors such as textiles, leather, toys, gems and jewelry, and engineering goods, chemicals, marine products. Try to imagine all these things. Sports goods, auto parts, and engineering goods. These are the sectoral gains for India. And from farming sector, traditional farming knowledge receives patent protection now. For MSMEs, Indian MSMEs can now participate in UK government procurement. It's a really beautiful thing that we are doing now. And what are the sectoral gains for UK? Greater market access, Indian market. Indian market for what? Whiskey, salmon, chocolate, and advanced manufacturing sectors. Salmon is a fish here. And non-tariff barrier reduction, custom simplification is another point signed here. What are these non-tariff barriers? Which are not related to tax or called as non-tariff barriers. Which are not related to tax. What are those barriers? Import bans. Quantity wise, we can ban something like only this much of quantity can be imported. These imports must be followed the rules of origin. All these are non-tax barriers. Yeah, and also the sanitary and phytosanitary measures, all these are non-tax barriers. Most of you might already know that. And eases professional mobility, ease visa norms. Yeah, our Indian professionals, IT, finance and engineering, architecture, education and yoga, all these people will try to go to UK for this job opportunities. For that, eases the visa norms have been already done here. Double contribution convention. It exempts Indian workers and their employees from social security contributions in UK for up to 3 years. For up to 3 years, the social security contribution for the Indian workers and also employers is reduced, and boost to Indian services and IT sectors. And any other thing that is important? Yeah, it is trying to reduce over dependence on single trade corridors. Single trade corridors such as China, where entire world is mostly dependent on China for crucial things. That is not actually good, right? Yeah. So that thing, we are trying to reduce this over dependence on single trade corridors. That's about that topic. And the next one is renewable power generation costs report. See how much it is costing for us to develop this renewable power. It was mentioned in this report. That report is given by International Renewable Energy Agency. So before going to the report, I would like to bring your notice to this three agencies that we have. International Renewable Energy Agency, this is what we are discussing now. It is about renewable energy only. And other one is International Atomic Energy Agency, that is about nuclear energy. And other one is International Energy Agency. It is just a global energy security. It is formed after oil crisis of 1971 or 72, I don't remember, but oil crisis, Gulf oil crisis has been happened. After that, International Energy Agency has been formed. So IEA headquarters is Paris, IAEA headquarters is Vienna, Austria, IRNEA headquarters is Abu Dhabi. Please remember. And now our topic is about this IRENA. So IRENA has released this RPGC report. They are saying that in 2024 global renewable power capacity additions reached 582 gigawatts. It means that in 2024 how much gigawatt of renewable energy we added? 582 gigawatts. Out of this, solar photovoltaics accounted for 452.1 gigawatts. It means 77%. Most of it is from solar, and afterward wind with 114.3 gigawatts. Renewables are cheaper than fossil fuel based alternatives. You can quote that report by stating this statement. Wind remained the cheapest source of renewable electricity. Economic gains. In 2024, renewables help avoid $467 billion in fossil fuel costs. This statement actually makes me very happy. How much we avoided? $467 billion, entire world. Next, what are the short-term risks for this renewable energy? Geopolitical tensions, supply chain bottlenecks, and trade-related barriers. And the next topic is Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement, DTAA. We in double taxation avoidance agreement we have double A's here. Jokes apart, what is this DTAA? Let us break this. So it is about double taxation. Tax is being levied double times. So to avoid this, we need to have an agreement. So what is this DAA? DTAA is an international agreement between two or more countries designed to prevent the same income from being taxed in both countries. That would be very unfair. To avoid that, we have this double taxation avoidance agreement. DTAA helps ensure that NRIs, persons of Indian origin, overseas citizens of India, do not face excessive international tax burdens or cash outflows. And we have 94 DTAAs signed: Albania, Armenia, Australia, Austria, and others. Okay, they started with the letter A, I think. Yeah, out of this 94, you should know a little bit at least somehow. So, Supreme Court has held that exclusive possession is not required. Even temporary or shared use qualifies as permanent establishment. If we have any permanent establishment in a country, we are liable for this tax, and also we are eligible for this double taxation avoidance agreement. But what are these permanent establishments? Not only owned by you, but also the ones which are taken by you for temporary or shared use. Both will come under this private establishment, is the ruling given by Supreme Court. So yeah, those establishments are also liable for this double taxation avoidance agreement under this India UAE DTAA. That is the topic is all about. And the next one is art forms. Here certain art forms are mentioned, and they went to president in this Kala Utsav 2025 thing. But the point here is that you should just know about this art form: Shorai, Patachitra, Patua. Of this you must be knowing about Patachitra, but let us see the other ones also. Shorai. Shorai is a harvest festival of Jharkhand. It is celebrated by Southern Oraon, Munda, Santal, among others. Right? Patachitra. Patachitra is a traditional cloth-based scroll painting originated from Odisha. If you break down this Patachitra word, you'll get that Pata. Pata means cloth, Chitra means picture. It is easily understandable. And Patua. Patua is a folk painting which originated in West Bengal, traditionally drawn on a piece of cloth known as pati or patta. I'm not sure how I'm pronouncing the names here, so please don't mind. And the next topic is IRNSS or NAVIC. It is about this navigational system. The GPS that we use, right? It is an Indian version. GPS is USA. What is this Glasnost? Glasnost belongs to Russia, and Beidou belongs to China. Galileo, this is from I think European Union, I think, yeah, Galileo. Or these are the navigation systems for their respective countries, and we also have our own thing similar to GPS, that is this Indian Navic, actually Navic. Next, navigation with Indian constellation. This constellation or artificial satellites only. So ISRO is preparing launch of 3 next-gen NAVIC satellites to enhance sovereign positioning capacity or capability. IRNS, also known as NAVIC, it is India's independent regional navigation satellite system developed by ISRO, designed to provide precision position data in India up to 15 kilometers beyond its borders. Types of services, we have two types of services here: standard positioning service and restricted service. Standard positioning service is open to all users like you and me, everybody can use it, and this restricted service is used for the surveillance and military purposes. And the next one is environmental flow. Environmental flow, by the logic itself we can understand that. Let us try to see. It refers to the quantity, timing, quality of water flow required to sustain freshwater ecosystems and the livelihoods that depend on them. You see, our river has to flow, or the thing has to go as per the nature itself. The quantity, the timing, quality, and everything must be maintained so that sustainability can be seen there. That is nothing but this environmental flow. So Union Jal Shakti Minister led a meeting focused on the environmental flow of the Ganga river and its tributaries. We should not pollute it. Okay, we should not do dredging activities like that. Benefits, what are the benefits? Maintains ecological integrity of the river and their estuaries. Extensive interventions in river flow, such as construction of dams, pollution, encroachments, have severely impacted the ecological balance of rivers. That is why this environmental flow has been introduced. Okay, it's very logical. And next one is Maritime Development Fund. We are trying to develop this maritime regions, and we have this fund. India has proposed this Maritime Development Fund at a Maritime Financing Summit in Delhi. Maritime Development Fund, it's a dedicated blended finance vehicle aimed at lowering the capital costs and attracting long-term investments into shipyards, coastal infrastructure and inland waterways. Okay, this is very much crucial because in India, out of all the trade that is gone, the trade that go by water routes, 90% of volume goes through the sea route only. It means that we need to develop our coastal region. Maritime must be developed. What are the recent initiatives to support maritime sector? India's ports cut turnaround time to 1 day. Turnaround time is nothing but if a country is here and if a ship is coming and ship is stopping in some Mumbai port or somewhere, and it is onboarding some goods from India, onboarding some goods in India, and also it is going to deliver the goods somewhere in some other part, Indonesia or something like that, for example. For that ship to come from other part to India and from go to some other place, it used to take around many days, like 4 days, more than 4 days, more than 7 days, like that. But now it is turnaround time is around 1 day. Within 1 day, the ship will come. It will uh, have that goods in that ship containers, and it will go. Right. India has opened 100% FDI in shipping also. That is one more point. Next topic is PM Vikas scheme. PM Vikas is about Virasat ka Samvardhan. It means that Virasat is nothing but this heritage or inheritance, something like that. So this heritage must be preserved. That is the whole focus of this PM Vikas scheme. And what is the ministry? Ministry of Minority Affairs. Why? Because it converges 5 erstwhile schemes. What are the schemes? Siko or Kamao, Nai Manzil, Nai Roshni, Ustad, Hamari Darohar. You must by knowing by these schemes, very old schemes these are. All these are converged to form this PM Vikas scheme. And these focus on upliftment of 6 notified minority communities, okay, and their heritage. That is why this Virasat ka Samvardhan. 6 notified minorities are Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Zoroastrians, and yeah. So, and how to remember this part? I remember it like this: HSBC. There is a bank called HSBC, and also JP. JP Morgan is another like investment banking company is there. Like that, you can remember. In that, you should not consider this H and remember other things. Yeah. And next one is Bambusa Tolda. IIT Guwahati researchers have developed eco-friendly bamboo composite for automobiles using Bambusa Tolda combined with biodegradable polymers. They combine this biodegradable polymer and also this Bambusa Tolda, and they try to bring out this eco-friendly bamboo composite for automobiles. So let us understand this Bambusa Tolda. It's a clump forming evergreen deciduous bamboo, very fast growing. It is found in India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, and thrives in moist lowland tropics up to 1500-meter elevation height. It is also monocarpic. Monocarpic is the one where the flower once in 25 to 40 years and then die. And then polycarpic is that in its entire lifetime plant will bloom multiple times, right? Monocarpic means the plant will bloom once and then it will die, right? What are the local names? Mritinga, spineless, Indian bamboo, all these are the names. Uses: edible shoots, slightly bitter, usually pickled. Medicinal value is there. Siliceous secretion used as aphrodisiac and tonic. Aphrodisiac, find out, and tonic also. Agarbatti sticks, lumbar, paper, and handcrafts also. This bamboo satolda is used. And coming to these places in use, Cambodia, Phnom Penh, capital. This Cambodia is in use. Why? Because this Thailand and Cambodia are fighting along the border for a territorial claim. In this territorial claim, they also have some Indian temples. Indian temples are also there in this territorial region. So that is why it is in news. Escalating border disputes reignites Thailand Cambodia tensions over territorial claims. Let us see this cluster actually. This is very actually confusing countries these are. If you go from left to right, sorry, right to left, we'll start with Vietnam. After Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos are on the same line. And after that, Thailand is there, and after that, Myanmar is there. After Myanmar, you have this idea, right? Bangladesh and Northeast states are there. That is understandable. So, how to remember here is that this is Vietnam, which is having a coastal line, and also Cambodia, C for coast, C for coast. So, Cambodia has coastal line, L for land, Laos is landlocked. Like that, you can remember. Okay, Cambodia. On top of Cambodia, we have Laos, and Thailand we have coastal region. That's understandable because everybody go to Thailand only for holidays. And the next one is Myanmar. Okay, next, political features: mainland Southeast Asia country, part of ASEAN. Political boundary: Laos, Laos and Vietnam, Cambodia. If you can draw this map and practice it, you will easily can remember the boundaries. Maritime boundaries: Gulf of Thailand. Geographical features: Mekong River, Tonle Sap. Major mountains: Dangrek Mountains and Damre Mountains, and also Cardamom, they are saying. Yeah, try to remember that. And it brings to the end of this today's lecture. It is a little bit lengthy because the topics are very much more and elaborative. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in next class.